I welcome you all in this career counseling talk on electronics and communication engineering, and I'm very thankful to Shashi Dream Foundation for giving us this opportunity to interact in such a very special topic. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Dr. Nafisuddin Khan. I'm working as assistant professor in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering in this JP University of Information Technology, Solan in Himachal Pradesh. And I'm looking over the training and placement cell over here also as a faculty coordinator. And being the training and placement coordinator, I like to talk to the students regarding their career development. After this 4-year BTech course, what to do, what they want to do after this, going for higher studies, going for job, whatever. So you people are not the engineering students right now. You have cleared your 12th exam recently, and I'm very happy to talk to you regarding your career counseling. Now जब आप सोचते हैं कि हमें इंजीनियरिंग करना है after this 12th, and you are in this situation, in a very critical situation, that which engineering branch is good for you. So always people get confused कि हमें कौन सी ब्रांच चूज करनी चाहिए. आपको जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ देखनी होती हैं, फ्यूचर एडवांसमेंट देखने होते हैं. So in this regard, today in this talk, I'll talk to you regarding electronics and communication engineering. जब हम स्कूल में होते हैं, because I also did schooling, then I did my BTech in electronics and communication engineering. It was my own choice, my own interest. So it all depends on your own choice and own interest, what actually you want to do in your life, and accordingly choose your branch. And as far as this electronics and communication branch is concerned, it is very versatile and very evergreen branch of engineering. How it is versatile, that I'll tell you in my subsequent talks. Okay. So before telling you about this electronics and communication engineering, first thing I want to tell you, just to motivate you, a very important tips of your future development, because मैं इस यूनिवर्सिटी में जहाँ मैं काम करता हूँ वहाँ पर मैं ट्रेनिंग एंड प्लेसमेंट का काम देखता हूँ, और मैंने एक्सपीरियंस से ये देखा है वाई स्टूडेंट्स actually how they approach for their jobs and for higher studies, and how they choose the branch for their engineering or when they go for higher studies. तो सबसे पहली चीज़ तो ये होती है कि जब आप स्कूल में पढ़ते हैं, एंड स्कूल से फिर आप जब कॉलेज में पहुंचते हैं, मीन्स योर स्कूलिंग एजुकेशन एंड देन योर यूनिवर्सिटी एजुकेशन, बोथ आर वेरी डिफरेंट. There is a vast transition between school education and university education or college education. In school education, we have generally, जब हम पढ़ते हैं तो we have the habit of that mugging up of the things. जब कोई चीज़ हमें समझ में नहीं आती, कोई थ्योरम, कोई स्टेटमेंट, कोई फिजिक्स या मैथ्स का कोई फॉर्मूला, तो हम क्या करते हैं, हम उसे रट लिया करते थे. But in engineering, that thing is not useful. The first thing that you have to leave from your habit is what? The habit of that mugging up. Mugging up means rattling up. So it's very important, first thing in engineering, that you must leave this mugging up habit, because in engineering you have to learn the things in some project based style, because engineers, they are very innovative and they have the responsibility to invent new things that must be good for our society as well as for our country. तो हमेशा इस चीज़ का ख्याल रखिए, चाहे आप कोई भी ब्रांच चूज करें इंजीनियरिंग के लिए. फर्स्ट थिंग इज कीप योर इंटरेस्ट, योर चॉइस ऑलवेज इन द प्रायोरिटी. सेकेंड, कभी भी मगिंग अप वाली हैबिट ना रखिए. एंड सेकेंड थिंग, योर कंटिन्यूस हार्ड वर्क. इफ यू आर कंटिन्यूसली वर्किंग हार्ड, डेफिनेटली यू विल गेट सक्सीड इन योर गोल. बट इफ यू आर अगेन दैट हैविंग योर मीन्स, अगर आपने कभी कुछ बैड सिचुएशंस में अपना मेहनत करना रोक दिया, एंड यू आर जस्ट हैविंग दैट सेम हैबिट ऑफ व्हाट दैट इज कॉल्ड गिविंग अप, कि यार छोड़ो, अलग करो। तो अगर ऐसी चीज़ें, ऐसे हैबिट्स आप अपने आप में रखेंगे तो इट विल बी वेरी डिफिकल्ट फॉर यू टू सर्वाइव। So I'll start my this talk on this branch of electronics and communication engineering with a very small story, a very motivational story, and it's a very emotional and motivational story just to motivate you people, because आप सभी अभी 11th and 12th class अभी आपने clear की है. Now that story will tell you how hard work is important and how hard work make your luck, because luck always support the hard working people whatever is your branch, electronics and communication, computer science, engineering, IT, mechanical, electrical, whatever. Everywhere you require hard work, continuous hard work, without any rest, without any relaxation. So that story is of a boy. He was just about 17 or 18 years of age, just like you people. तो एक बार क्या हुआ, that boy was watching a tree, and in that tree there was a cocoon. Cocoon, you know what is the meaning of cocoon? Cocoon, the nest of butterfly. Butterfly का जो घर होता है, एक ट्रीज में लटका होता है, इसे हम कहते हैं मधुमक्खी का छत्ता. So that is there actually, and that cocoon was totally empty. Only a single butterfly, a baby butterfly was there, and there was a tiny hole in that cocoon. एक छोटा सा होल था उस नेस्ट में, एंड दैट बेबी बटरफ्लाई वाज ट्राइंग टू कम आउट फ्रॉम दैट ककून थ्रू दैट होल. सो ही वाज कंटिन्यूअसली ट्राइंग टू कम आउट फ्रॉम दैट होल, एंड दैट बॉय वाज वाचिंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स. आफ्टर सम टाइम व्हाट ही फाउंड, देयर वाज नो एनी एक्टिविटी इन दैट ककून. सो ही थॉट, भाई क्या हो गया, जरा देखते हैं खोल के. तो उसने एक ही गॉट वन सीजर एंड कट आउट दैट ककून, एंड when he cutted that cocoon and released that butterfly from that cocoon, what he found, that butterfly means the body of that butterfly was swollen out. His wings were also gets damaged. उसके जो पंख थे वो पूरी तरह से डैमेज हो चुके थे, एंड उसकी बॉडी भी बहुत ज़्यादा swollen हो चुकी थी. Ultimately that baby butterfly was dead. उस मधुमक्खी की मौत हो चुकी थी. Now, you know what this story tells us? If you are fit, if you are continuously working hard, you will get survive. If you are not working hard, if you keep stopping, or what you can say is giving up on a habit, you will out from the competition. Why? Because in the entire life you will facing so many competition. स्कूल, जो आप स्कूल में थे आपने बहुत ज़्यादा competition face की. अब आप यूनिवर्सिटी में जाओगे, कॉलेज में जाओगे, you have lot of competitions. When you go to a job, आप जॉब करेंगे तब भी आपको बहुत सारे competitions face करने पड़ेंगे. And in all such competitions we have to follow the nature's rule, and that nature's rule is survival of the fittest. A very well-known book of Darwin's Theory of Evolution. आपने सुना होगा ये वर्ड कहीं, survival of the fittest. Now fittest does not mean physical fitness. Physical fitness नहीं है ये. It is what? Mental fitness. How mental you are and how fit mentally you are, and आप किस तरह decisions लेते हो, किस तरह आप अपना continuous hard work continue रखते हो. So that all depends on your means that makes your future to get built up. So this story is just I was trying to tell you because of motivation, because of just to know what is the importance of hard work. Okay, so now let's discuss about the branch of electronics and communication engineering. I all know this branch of engineering, which is one of the very versatile and very evergreen branch of engineering in each and every institute of India, engineering institute I'm talking about, चाहे वो IITs हों, NITs हों, IIITs हों, और गवर्नमेंट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस हों, प्राइवेट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेजेस हों, यूनिवर्सिटीज हों, everywhere you will find this branch, electronics and communication engineering. And this branch, if you look over the history of this branch, what you will find, around 1864, one well-known scientist, आपने उनका नाम सुना होगा, अलेक्जेंडर ग्राहम बेल, जिन्होंने टेलीफोनी का इन्वेंशन किया था. तो फर्स्ट टाइम टेलीफोन वाज इन्वेंटेड in 1864. उस टाइम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वर्ड नहीं था, बट दैन आफ्टर सेकेंड वर्ल्ड वॉर देयर वर अ लॉट ऑफ एडवांसमेंट इन दिस फील्ड. computers बनने लगे, we have the calculators, or some of how we have got some electronic machines, In 1960s around, then this AICT or the engineering institute academic curriculum has started this new branch of engineering that is now we call it as electronics and communication engineering. In short we call it as ECE. आज आप मोबाइल फ़ोन्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं, कंप्यूटर्स यूज़ करते हैं, लैपटॉप्स यूज़ करते हैं, वी हैव इलेक्ट्रॉनिक नोटबुक, वी हैव इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वॉच, वी हैव what you can say TV systems, DVD systems and home security systems, intelligence systems. Now in this COVID-19 pandemic situation, we all are using our online mode of communication because everywhere, wherever it is teaching or business or anything, सब जगह हमें आज ऑनलाइन मोड पे काम करना पड़ रहा है. And that's all are the aspects of electronics and communication engineering. Okay, so in electronics and communication engineering, why I'm saying it is very versatile because जब आप engineering choose करते हो, when you are in the 12th standard, अभी आपने JEE exam clear किया होगा, because right from the starting I'm telling you, when you are choosing any branch of engineering, the first thing always keep your interest, your choice on the priority. Why I'm saying this, because if you are interested, if you are choosing this branch by your own interest, आप दिल से मेहनत करेंगे and you will get succeed. Okay, so in this branch of electronics and communication engineering, as I told that there are a lot of different applications of electronics and communication engineering. जब आप फर्स्ट ईयर में जब आप एडमिशन लेते हैं इंजीनियरिंग में and you have to face the competitive exam that is known as the JEE Mains and JEE Advanced. तो इसमें जो भी आपका स्कोर आता है, whatever percentage you are getting, whatever score you are getting, based on that you will get the admissions in different institutes of India. So जब आप institutes की priorities देखते हो, if you are getting very good score in JEE Mains, you are the top rankers, तो आपको IITs जो हमारे top 7 IITs हैं इंडिया में, उनमें एडमिशन मिलने के चांसेस होते हैं. इसके अलावा रिसेंटली गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया हैज़ सेट अप सो मेनी न्यू IITs. So in total there are now 23 IITs in India. IIT stands for Indian Institute of Technology. So in this all new IITs you will find the branch of electronics and communication engineering for PG, for UG and even for higher educations. Then apart from IIT, then we have triple ITs. You know what is triple ITs? The full form of triple ITs, Indian Institute of Information Technology. So again we are having around 23 triple ITs in India at present, which are functioning, and out of those 23 triple ITs, 5 triple ITs are the purely MHRD triple ITs, these are government funded triple ITs, and remaining 18 are known as the ITs developed by PPP mode. PPP mode होता है public private partnership, means these PSUs which we have, public sector industries and some private companies and the share of the government also collectively run this remaining 18 triple ITs, and remaining 5 are of purely government. One of them which is triple IT Gwalior, from where I did my PhD. Okay, so these are the ITs, then triple ITs. The next level we have NITs, National Institute of Technologies. In National Institute of Technology, in each state of India there is one NIT. That is the plan of the government of India to set up NITs in each and every states of India, and today we have around 32 NITs which are functioning, where all the engineering branches are there, and you will find this electronics and communication engineering branch there already. Then apart from this IITs, triple ITs and NITs, we have so many government institutes, state level government institutes where you can apply, and then we have good private universities also. There are some very good private universities which are working very well. They are giving you the quality education, placements are there. So I have the list of some private universities. You can log on to their website and you can go through to apply for that, and all these universities means you'll get the admission on these universities only if you have a valid JEE Main score. So and not only the JEE Main score, because the prerequisite of any engineering branch is your mathematics and physics. So in your 12th standard, जब आप 12th का एग्जाम क्लियर करते हो तो आपके जो फिजिक्स, केमिस्ट्री एंड मैथमेटिक्स, ये जो 3 सब्जेक्ट्स के परसेंटेज होते हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्योंकि कुछ यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में इफ सपोज जेई मेंस स्टूडेंट्स आर नॉट अवेलेबल दैन दे लुक ओवर द पीसीएम परसेंटेज टू गेट द एडमिशंस, स्पेशली इन द प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज़। तो मेरे पास जैसे कुछ लिस्ट है प्राइवेट यूनिवर्सिटीज़ की, आप उनमें ट्राई कर सकते। वन ऑफ द बेस्ट इज बिट्स पिलानी, देन वी हैव बिट्स मैसरा विच इज़ इन राजस्थान एंड झारखंड, बिट्स पिलानी इन Rajasthan and BITS Mesra is in Jharkhand. Then we have Vellore University in Tamil Nadu. Then we have Amity University, Thapar University, JP University where I'm working, which is in Himachal Pradesh. So just like these various other good private universities are there where you can apply, and they are giving you good education, good placements. So once you get cleared your JEE mains exam, if you have sufficient very good PCM percentage, so you can apply in these any of the institute and you will find the branch of electronics and communication engineering in all of these institutes. Okay, so now once you get admitted in electronics and communication engineering, suppose you have chosen electronics and communication engineering, so in that, see why I'm telling you this is a versatile and very evergreen branch, because once you start studying this, जब आप पढ़ना शुरू करोगे तब आपको पता चलेगा कि this is that branch which can be collaborated with any of the other engineering branch. आप being an electronics engineer, आप एज अ सिविल इंजीनियर में भी सिविल इंजीनियर की मदद कर सकते हो, एज अ मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर भी आप मैकेनिकल इंजीनियर की मदद कर सकते हो. यू कैन गो फॉर सम अदर फील्ड्स लाइक सपोज in medical practitioners, doctors always take help of electronics engineer. Why? Because they have so many fields, like they need machines like ECG machines, MRI machines, and so many sonography to detect whatever the happening is there, and how these signals are getting developed in that, and how to visualize that thing, how to catch those things, those sensors, that all these things were made by electronics and communication engineering people. If you look over the mechanical engineering, today we have a very common example of mechatronics, that is called robotics. हम robot बना रहे हैं, that is the part of artificial intelligence. So that is again a part of electronics communication engineering collaborated with mechanical engineering. Similarly, civil engineer का काम क्या होता है? To make some buildings. Now you have the courses like CAD and CAM, computer aided design. That is again the aspects of electronics communication engineering that will help the civil engineer to work in their own field. कंप्यूटर साइंस से ही आप मीन्स इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियरिंग को मर्ज कर सकते हो फॉर मेकिंग सो मेनी सॉफ्टवेयर लाइक वी आर यूजिंग मोबाइल फोन्स. आप देख रहे हैं आज क्या होता है, वी आर यूजिंग द मोबाइल फोन्स, हम जगह जगह पर जाते हैं, समटाइम्स वी डोंट हैव नेटवर्क, बट नाउ अ डेज वी आर गेटिंग नेटवर्क एवरीवेयर. व्हाई? बिकॉज ऑफ द डेवलपमेंट इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग. हम इंटरनेट यूज़ कर रहे हैं. That's why we have the courses like IoT, Internet of Things, Artificial Intelligence. Then we have biomedical instrumentation, that is used in medical science. Then if you go through some research-oriented work, you will find out satellite communication is there, wireless communication is there. So it's collection of so many different fields merged up together, and that gives you what? Electronics and communication engineering, and its application is everywhere in all other branches. अब आप जब ये 4 साल इंजीनियरिंग की पढ़ाई करते हो, नाउ इन दिस 4 years यू आर गोइंग टू स्टडी ऑल दीज सब्जेक्ट्स विच आई टोल्ड यू, व्हाट द कोर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. देन इन कोर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स यू हैव सम हार्डवेयर पार्ट, सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट, एंड व्हेन यू रीच इन फाइनल ईयर, फाइनल ईयर में स्टूडेंट्स सोचते हैं कि सर अब इसके बाद हमें क्या करना है, वेदर टू गो फॉर जॉब, वेदर टू गो फॉर हायर स्टडीज, और to develop your own setups, your own what you call as entrepreneurship. So there are 3 options after completing your BTech in electronics and communication engineering. पहला ऑप्शन है जॉब, दूसरा ऑप्शन है हायर स्टडी, तीसरा ऑप्शन है एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. Now all these 3 categories which I am telling you is very much suit with electronics and communication engineering, because you have the jobs, you have the scope of higher studies, and you have the scope of making your own setup, making your own business, making your own entrepreneurship. So let's talk one by one all these 3. So first of all, let's talk about job opportunities. Now you in electronics and communication engineering, as I told, it's a versatile branch. Versatile, you know, the meaning of versatile is all-rounder. They say, for example, if suppose you are making a cricket team, यू आर द कोच ऑफ अ क्रिकेट टीम, और आपको ये काम दिया गया है कि आपको टीम के लिए 11 प्लेयर सेलेक्ट करने हैं, तो आप क्या करेंगे? आप यही सोचेंगे ना कि ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा ऑलराउंडर्स को मैं सेलेक्ट करूँ अपनी टीम में, बिकॉज ऑलराउंडर्स वर्क्स in each and all the fields. Batting भी कर सकते हैं, bowling भी कर सकते हैं. So in engineering field, the electronics and communication engineering people work as all-rounder. That's why it is called as versatile branch. So when you talk about job, see if you look over the job in electronics and communication engineering, the two categories are there, the major two categories. One is called hardware job, second is software job. Now hardware job, sometimes people call it as core job, and software job is what a little bit called as non-core job. Now first we talk about hardware core job. Now hardware core job is again categorized in some 3 or 4 different ways. So mainly I could call it as, पहला होता है design job. Now design job, हम आज मोबाइल्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं, कंप्यूटर्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं, लैपटॉप्स यूज़ कर रहे हैं. इसके अंदर जो मदरबोर्ड होता है, सर्किटरीज होती हैं, प्रोसेसर्स होते हैं, हमें उनको डिज़ाइन करना होता है. एंड लॉट ऑफ इंडस्ट्रीज आर देयर दैट इज डूइंग ऑल दीज थिंग्स. वन ऑफ द वेरी वेल नोन इंडस्ट्रीज टेक्सास इंस्ट्रूमेंट. ये टेक्सास इंस्ट्रूमेंट कॉलेजेस में जाती हैं प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए, एंड दे सर्च द स्टूडेंट्स दोज हु आर वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन हार्डवेयर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स वर्क. सो हार्डवेयर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स मीन्स डिज़ाइन, फैब्रिकेशन, एंड आप कह सकते हो लाइक समथिंग रिलेटेड टू रिसर्च ऑल्सो. सो 3 कैटेगरीज में आप उस हार्डवेयर जॉब्स को कैटेगराइज कर सकते हो. Let's say first is the design job, second is the research job, third is the production job. Now design means you have to design all those PCB, chip designings, all the circuitries, PCB, motherboard, whatever we use in all the electronic machines and electronic devices, instrumentation systems and all those things. Then we have research jobs. In research jobs, you have to look over the new things, कुछ नई चीज़ें बनाना. Suppose in mobile communication, the major research issue today is to how to increase the network capability or the bandwidth requirements or the features of the mobile through which we can do the communication in more broad way. So how to do such things, so that is also important. That is called research oriented job. So in that again you need the basic concepts of electronics and communication engineering. Then in the production job you have so many PSUs where like NTPC and we have you can say BHEL is there, BPL is there, Bharat Electronics Limited is there, NTPC, IOL, Indian Oil Limited, Bharat Gas Limited. All these are the PSUs which are doing the production of the new things based on those research. So that is the third category of job which is included in the core electronics jobs. So if the people, those who are interested, those who are very much interested in this core electronics work, so they have this opportunity. Because the people from other stream, those who are doing engineering in computer science or IT or civil or mechanical, they don't have this knowledge of core electronics. Only the electronics people can understand this. But now if we look over the second category, that is software job. So software job, जैसे मैंने अभी आपको कहा कि हार्डवेयर जॉब इज़ लिमिटेड ओनली फॉर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर, लेकिन इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि सॉफ्टवेयर जॉब इज़ लिमिटेड ओनली फॉर द CSE पीपल. सॉफ्टवेयर में, बिकॉज जब आप इंजीनियरिंग करते हो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन में, तो यू विल फाइंड सो मेनी कोर्सेज विच आर बेस्ड ऑन सम प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेजेस विच आर यूजफुल फॉर डेवलपिंग सम सॉफ्टवेयर्स. तो सॉफ्टवेयर जॉब्स इज द सेकेंड कैटेगरी वेयर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर्स गिव द इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी. जब एक कंपनी आती है प्लेसमेंट्स में या कोई एग्जाम्स होते हैं प्लेसमेंट से रिलेटेड, all the companies gives equal opportunity to electronics engineer in the software job. Software job is not only for computer science or IT. So in computer science engineering, what you will find, they are limited only for programming. But electronics people, they are all rounder. It depends on your choice and interest. You can go for hardware job, you can go for software jobs. In software jobs, again we have those 3 categories: design, research, and production. So there are some companies, you can call it like Samsung is there, Sony Ericsson, Sony Vivo, Texas Instrument, जैसे मैंने अभी नाम बताया. These are the core electronics companies which are known for their software developments. So the people, those who know the programming languages, they have the good mathematics, and because the backbone of the electronics engineering and the programming is nothing but the mathematics. If you are good in mathematics, definitely you will be good in the programming systems. So we have like MATLAB programming, C, C++, and the programming which is used for VLSI design, that is FPGA, PSpice, and all those programming techniques we generally use for manufacturing or for designing the electronic equipments. So that is one type of a software job. Another thing is the thing which the computer science and IT people do. Development of software for commercialized purpose. So that is also a part of nothing but electronics engineering, because electronics people can go over that side also. They are not limited only for the electronic software and electronics hardware only. Okay, जैसे आप इंटरनेट बैंकिंग यूज करते हैं, देयर वी रिक्वायर व्हाट द प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज, बिकॉज जब आप इंटरनेट बैंकिंग यूज़ करते हो या आप एटीएम मशीन यूज़ कर रहे हो, तो एटीएम मशीन आप एटीएम में जाते हो, आप अपना पिन नंबर और वट एवर मनी यू वांट टू विड्रॉ डिपॉजिट ये आप टाइप करते हो कंप्यूटर में, देन कंप्यूटर कन्वर्ट इट इनटू द मशीन लेवल कोड. So it all based on the programming language what you are doing, that is C or C++ or Java or Oracle, .NET. So all these languages are useful for making some commercialized software projects which are companies like demanding. तो companies जो आती हैं जब भी किसी कॉलेज में प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए, और उन्हें अगर उनका प्रोफाइल अगर होता है सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट का, तो इट डज नॉट मीन दैट कि वो सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट का जॉब सिर्फ कंप्यूटर साइंस और IT के लिए है. नो, electronics people also participate that, and the companies gives equal opportunity to electronics people in the software development, but it depends only on your interest. तो दोनों रास्ते इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर्स के खुले रहते हैं. You can go for core electronics hardware and software, and you can go for purely software development. And then there is the merging of these two also, which we have already, like embedded systems, we have artificial intelligence, जहाँ पे आपको core electronics hardware की भी ज़रूरत होती है और programming की भी ज़रूरत होती है. So mixture of both the things is there. So see, this is why I'm telling you electronics engineers are known as all-rounders. आप core electronics में भी जा सकते हो, आप VLSI design और electronic software में भी जा सकते हो, and you can go for commercialized software also. Now, so this is the major category of job which we have, that is hardware and software, and you can say core job and non-core job. अब इसके बाद यही सारे जो कोर एंड नॉन कोर जॉब्स हैं, दे आर अगेन कैटेगराइज्ड एज पर माय ओन एक्सपीरियंस इन 3 डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज. पहला कैटेगरी होता है पब्लिक सेक्टर जॉब्स, दूसरा कैटेगरी होता है प्राइवेट सेक्टर जॉब्स, एंड थर्ड कैटेगरी इज योर गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर जॉब्स. सो लेट्स डिस्कस इट द 3 अगेन वन बाय वन. नाउ इफ यू टॉक अबाउट फर्स्ट पब्लिक सेक्टर जॉब, तो जैसा कि मैंने अभी बताया, हमारे इंडिया में देयर आर सो मेनी पब्लिक PSUs यू नो, पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग्स. कई ऐसे ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस हैं, दे फर्स्ट ऑलवेज प्रेफर EC स्टूडेंट्स टू वर्क इन देयर फर्म. जैसे मैं नाम बताऊंगा, NTPC, बिग थर्मल पावर कॉरपोरेशन, नेशनल थर्मल पावर कॉरपोरेशन, विच इज यूज्ड टू जनरेट इलेक्ट्रिसिटी इन इंडिया. Then we have BHEL, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. Then we have BEL, Bharat Electronics Limited. Then we have PGDC, Power Grid Corporation of India. So these all are based on what? Electrical and electronics engineering. So the people, those who are very much interested in core electronics and core electrical engineering, because electrical engineering is known to be the very toughest branch of engineering. That's why people will get switch over the electronics, but with that they study the concepts of electrical engineering. So all these PSUs, they prefer EC students to work with them, and they always prefer the EC students whenever they have any vacancies in their firms. So that is called public sector jobs. And for getting these public sector jobs, you know, you have to face the examinations. जब आप फाइनल ईयर में होते हो BTech के, after completing your BE in the final year in electronics and communication engineering or electrical and electronics engineering, what you will find in सभी public sector organizations के कुछ separate exams होते हैं. आप उन exams को clear करो. And again, what I'm saying, study the engineering in very conceptual way. Don't have the habit of mugging up of the things. 4 साल अब आप conceptually पढ़ाई करोगे तो definitely you will get clear one of these examinations. एक एग्जाम होता है GATE after final year, when you will be the final year of engineering. एक एग्जाम होता है Graduate Aptitude Test of Engineers, जो हमारे 7 IITs हैं, the oldest IITs of India. IIT Delhi, IIT Bombay, IIT Chennai, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Kanpur, then IIT Roorkee and IIT Guwahati. These 7 triple IITs combinedly organize this GATE exam for engineers, those who have completed their 4-year degree. तो जो GATE स्कोर जो आता है आपका, उस GATE स्कोर बेस पर भी इन PSUs में आप अप्लाई कर सकते हो, because these PSUs sometimes recruit the people ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट गेट स्कोर। आपको अलग से एग्जाम देने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ती कई बार। ओके, सो दैट इज वन ऑप्शन फॉर योर जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी, दैट इज इन पब्लिक सेक्टर्स। तो एक ये हो गया। दैन वी हैव द सेकेंड कैटेगरी, प्राइवेट सेक्टर। नो प्राइवेट सेक्टर, यू नो, मैंने जैसे भी बताया आपको कि देर आर लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट कंपनीज, लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंट MNCs इन इंडिया। दे व्हेन यू विल बी फाइनल ईयर ऑफ देयर इंजीनियरिंग, तो ये कंपनी क्या होती है, कॉलेजेस में जाती हैं प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए। बिकॉज आई एम लुकिंग ओवर द TNP सेल ओवर हियर इन दिस JP यूनिवर्सिटी, तो मैं देखता आ रहा हूँ कि बहुत सी ऐसी कंपनीज हैं जो आती हैं प्लेसमेंट्स के लिए। दे गिव अपॉर्चुनिटीज टू EC स्टूडेंट्स इक्वली as with CSE and IT. Why? Because most of the company which comes in the placement are the software companies, software development companies, and they require the people, those who know the programming like Java, Oracle, .NET, Python programming. तो ऐसे प्रोग्रामिंग लैंग्वेज। अब आप जब EC इंजीनियर हैं, अगर आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियर हैं, तो आप ये सोचने लगते हैं कि यार हम तो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर हैं, फिर हम इन कंपनीज में क्यों जाएं, या इन कोर्सेज को हमने पढ़ा नहीं है तो हम कैसे इन कंपनीज का इंटरव्यू दे सकते हैं। ऐसा नहीं है। जब आप इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग का एकेडमिक शेड्यूल देखोगे हर एक कॉलेज में, चाहे वो IITs हों, IIITs हों, NITs हों, या कोई भी गवर्नमेंट इंस्टीट्यूट हो या प्राइवेट इंस्टीट्यूट हो, इन दैट यू विल बी गेटिंग द कोर्सेज फ्रॉम बोथ द थिंग्स, हार्डवेयर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्रामिंग। C++, ये सब आप EC में भी पढ़ते हैं। और जब कंपनीज आती हैं तो कंपनीज ऑलवेज गिव इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी टू CS, IT एंड EC पीपल। इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स में जो लोग भी कर रहे हैं उनको भी इक्वल अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलती है। एंड देन इवन लेट मी टेल यू, देयर आर सम कंपनीज दे प्रेफर EC पीपल मोर देन द CS, IT। रीजन इज बिकॉज दे कंसिडर दैट EC पीपल आर द ऑलराउंडर्स। वक्त आने पर ये हार्डवेयर का भी काम कर सकते हैं, सॉफ्टवेयर का भी काम कर सकते हैं। बट कंप्यूटर साइंस पीपल क्या होता है, दे नो ओनली द सॉफ्टवेयर प्रोग्रामिंग, दे डोंट नो एनीथिंग अबाउट हार्डवेयर। सो दैट्स व्हाई दिस इज द पॉजिटिव पॉइंट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग। सो जब आप कोई कंपनी आती है फाइनल ईयर में एंड दे गो थ्रू दैट प्लेसमेंट ड्राइव, उसमें रिटन टेस्ट होता है, इंटरव्यूज़ होते हैं, देयर वुड बी सम HR इंटरव्यूज़, टेक्निकल इंटरव्यूज़, उन सब को आप क्लियर करेंगे। एंड क्लियर करने के बाद दैन यू विल गो फॉर द जॉब्स। सो it all depends on your experience and your potential, what salary you will get there. सभी कंपनीज की सैलरी वेरी करती है, सभी PSUs की सैलरी वेरी करती है, बट मेरा सजेशन आप लोगों को हमेशा यही रहेगा कि यू आर फ्रेशर। जब आप फ्रेशर होते हैं तो फ्रेशर में यू डोंट लुक ओवर द सैलरी, सबसे पहले इंपॉर्टेंट होता है योर एक्सपीरियंस। ऑल्दो जो कंपनीज आती हैं सबकी अलग अलग सैलरी पैकेजेस होते हैं। कुछ कंपनीज के पैकेज बहुत अच्छे होते हैं, इट इज़ गो अराउंड 20 to 25 lakhs पर एनम, कुछ के कम भी होते हैं 4 to 5 lakhs पर एनम। बट एवरेजली व्हाट आई एम ऑब्जर्विंग इन माय यूनिवर्सिटी, इट वाज एवरेज अराउंड 13 to 14 lakh पैकेज यू विल गेट एज अ फ्रेशर इन सॉफ्टवेयर कंपनीज। बट इन PSUs देयर इज़ अ प्री डिफाइंड सैलरी पैकेज, उसमें आप देखेंगे 40 to 50,000 एवरेज आपको सैलरी होती है पर मंथ। बट इन कंपनीज गिव यू द पैकेज, एनुअल पैकेज। So the annual package, which generally I have seen during my training and placement career, it is around 13 to 40 lakhs on an average. तो इसमें आप देखेंगे you will find lot of software companies are there like Infosys, Wipro, then we have Amazon, Google, MS, Intel, Microsoft. All these companies comes and they ask for software development. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दिस कई ऐसी कंपनीज होती हैं जिसको हम कहते हैं कोर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स कंपनीज, वही प्लेसमेंट की आती हैं। जैसे मैंने नाम लिया था अभी, सैमसंग, एरिक्सन, टेक्सास इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, इंटेल, दे प्रेफर ऑलवेज द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स पीपल। इसके अलावा कुछ कम्युनिकेशन बेस्ड कंपनीज हैं लाइक रिलायंस इन्फोकैम, then we have Cisco, then we have Vodafone, we have that lot of hardware related companies like CAD and CAM and all those. So जो भी communication से related device का जो manufacturing होता है where so they like the people those who know the communication concepts, so वहाँ भी आप जा सकते हैं। तो you have different path open for you। आप कोर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स की तरफ भी जा सकते हैं, आप कोर कम्युनिकेशन के तरफ भी जा सकते हैं, आप कोर सॉफ्टवेयर की तरफ भी जा सकते हैं। सो इट कीप्स यू ऑलवेज टू बिहेव लाइक एन ऑलराउंडर। ओके, सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट द प्राइवेट जॉब। दैन द थर्ड कैटेगरी इज योर गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर जॉब। तो purely government sector job. Now again, just like what I told you in hardware and software categories, the three categories. In government sector job, again there are three categories: design jobs, then we have research jobs, and third is the production job. Design job, there are some government organizations like you have in DRDO. If you talk about DRDO and ISRO, they prefer the people for all the three categories: design, research and production. So it is a purely government job. इनके सेपरेट एग्जामिनेशंस होते हैं। जब आप फाइनल ईयर में रहोगे इंजीनियरिंग के और जब फाइनल ईयर क्लियर कर लोगे, देयर इज़ अ एज लिमिट 30 या 35 कुछ के आसपास एज लिमिट होती है। तब तक आप इनके एग्जाम दे सकते हो एंड यू विल गेट क्लियर्ड, यू विल गेट जॉब इन दीज ग्रेट ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ इंडिया। दीज ऑल आर प्योरली गवर्नमेंट जॉब्स। जैसे मैंने नाम लिया, इसरो इज़ देयर, DRDO is there, BARC is there, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. Then we have so many like if you apply through the GATE and if you go through some like PSUs की तरह कई ऐसे organizations होते हैं that are purely government, like BSNL. Like BSNL is not a purely government, but like railways में junior engineers होते हैं, section engineers होते हैं. In various bank you will find the technical officers. In DMRC, Delhi Metro Rail Corporation, today we are, हमारे इंडिया में आप देख रहे होंगे सारे मेजर सिटीज़ में now we are developing metro rails. So for that electronics engineers, electronic people required there. In IRCTC, in internet banking, everywhere we need the people of electronics people. So you'll get the great opportunity to make your career in this government sector job also. Okay, so these are the three major categories, and based on your interest you can go through these and you can apply for any of these jobs. तो ये तो बात हो गई job opportunities की. Okay, now in job opportunities it depends on your interest, where you want to go: hardware, software, public sector jobs, private sector jobs, government sector jobs. जैसा कि मैंने बताया, हार्डवेयर, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स पीपल आर जस्ट लाइक ऑलराउंडर, आप किसी भी फील्ड में जा सकते हैं. सेम थिंग व्हेन यू लुक ओवर हायर एजुकेशन, क्योंकि कई ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं ना. सेकंड थिंग आई एम डिस्कसिंग हायर एजुकेशन. हमारे यहाँ कई ऐसे स्टूडेंट्स होते हैं, आप में से कई लोग ऐसे होंगे दोज हू आर वेरी इंटरेस्टेड इन हायर एजुकेशन. अब जब फाइनल ईयर में होंगे, इंजीनियरिंग कंप्लीट करने के बाद आपको लगेगा हमें हायर एजुकेशन में जाना है, क्या करना है, व्हाट टू डू दैट. So there are a lot of options. आप MBA की तरफ जा सकते हो. If you are interested in some management fields, you can go for MBA. MBA के लिए भी एग्जाम्स होते हैं. So many exams are there: CAT, MAT. You can face those. Based on the percentile, you will get the admissions in management in various good institutes of India. There are a lot of good institutes in India. Second is, if you look over higher studies, the first thing which you have to face after your final year engineering is a GATE examination. अगर आप गेट एग्जाम क्लियर करते हो तो यू विल गो फॉर द PG, दैट इज कॉल्ड MTech and ME, मास्टर ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजी एंड मास्टर ऑफ इंजीनियरिंग. नाउ यू नो वन वेरी वर्सेटाइल, अगेन दैट सेम वर्ड आई एम यूजिंग, और एक बहुत ही पॉजिटिव एडवांटेज है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग का, कि जब आप BTech हो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग में और जब आप पोस्ट ग्रेजुएशन करने जा रहे हो तो यू कैन स्विच ओवर इन एनी ऑफ द अदर ब्रांच ऑल्सो. लाइक आपने मैकाट्रॉनिक्स में आपको MTech करना है, या आपको कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट में MTech करना है, या आप चाहते हैं कुछ बायोमेडिकल इंस्ट्रूमेंटेशन में आपको MTech करना है, तो यू कैन स्विच योर फील्ड टू सम अदर फील्ड. दैट इज़ द थिंग इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. लेकिन अदर फील्ड ये चीज़ नहीं होती. अगर आपने कंप्यूटर साइंस में BE किया हुआ है तो आप कंप्यूटर साइंस से दूसरी ब्रांच में स्विच करोगे, आपको बहुत मुश्किल होगी. यू विल फेस द थिंग्स वेरी डिफरेंटली, मतलब हर चीज़ें आपकी नई बनेंगी. बट बीइंग एन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर, जब आप स्विच करते हो किसी और फील्ड में, you will not get the new things because all the things are there which you have already included in your electronics and communication branch. Biomedical instrument, अगर आप मेडिकल फील्ड में जाना चाहते हो, you can have biomedical engineering. All the concepts of biomedical instrumentation, जो भी हम वहाँ मशीनरीज यूज़ करते हैं, are electronic based. तो आप easily वहाँ स्विच कर सकते हो. आप mechatronics में you want to do some robotics machines, आप मैकेनिकल इंजीनियरिंग में जा सकते हो. You can go for electrical engineering by using some instrumentation part like these NTPC, thermal power generations. So you can switch over in that part also. If you are switching towards software programming, software development, आप MTech CSE में कर सकते हो, MTech IT में कर सकते हो, MTech software development कर सकते हो. Even you can go for MTech in automobile engineering also, being an electronics engineer. लेकिन अगर आप किसी और ब्रांच से हो तब आप ये सब नहीं कर पाओगे। दैट इज वन वेरी स्पेशल थिंग ऑफ दिस इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग ब्रांच। सो जैसे आप मेरा ही एग्जाम्पल ले लो, माई बीटेक इज इन इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन इंजीनियरिंग एंड माई एमटेक इज इन सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट, सॉफ्टवेयर सिस्टम्स, एंड देन आई डिड माई PhD इन डिजिटल सिग्नल एंड इमेज प्रोसेसिंग। तो आज मैं इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियरिंग में भी, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स से बेस्ड कंपनीज के लिए भी एलिजिबल हूँ, कंप्यूटर साइंस इंजीनियरिंग कंपनीज के लिए भी एलिजिबल हूँ, और उनके से रिलेटेड जॉब्स के लिए भी मैं एलिजिबल हूँ। मैं अप्लाई कर सकता हूँ, मैं शॉर्ट लिस्ट होता हूँ, एंड आई कैन गो फॉर दैट। सो बीइंग अ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इंजीनियर, आई एम फीलिंग दैट माई सेल्फ आई एम अ वर्सटाइल पीपल। Okay, so that is the special thing of electronics and communication engineering. So in higher studies, that's one option is there. If you want to go in the technical field, आप MTech कर सकते हो, ME कर सकते हो in any of the field. There are a lot of different scopes after this electronics and communication engineering BTech. हमारे पास आज कई नई emerging branches हैं like information and communication technology. We have IoT. We have specialization in data science. We have specialization in artificial intelligence and machine learning. All these are having the base of electronics and communication engineering. आप easily electronics communication से वहाँ switch कर सकते हो if you have the basics of electronics and communication engineering. And the basis of electronics and communication engineering is simply your mathematics and physics concept and little bit programming languages. इसके बाद after completing your BTech, after completing your MTech and ME, you can go for PhD if you want to do some research oriented jobs. There is a lot of demand of PhD people today in DRDO, in BARC, in ISRO and various other organizations where new productions and new innovation things are required. So for that the people require with doctoral degree. And of course the teaching job is also one option for you. If you are interested in teaching and research, again the electronics and communication engineering is the various versatile common branch for all different types of branches. Okay, so this is all about the higher studies. Now in higher studies, lot of options are there. Again, you will, the GATE exam is compulsory. You have to give. If you go for abroad, out of India, then there is the option of GRE and TOEFL, and we have one degree there that is called MS, Master of Science. So that degree is very important. If you do it through some, means if you are going through some IITs or NITs and then you are clearing your GRE and TOEFL exam, and then you are going to, GRE is used for American universities and TOEFL is used for European countries. So after giving this examination, you can go for MS on those countries, and you will come back to India. That MS degree is considered as the post, you can call it as simply the research degree, and it is just equivalent to your doctoral degree. So that gives you a very good opportunity to work with IITs, NITs and IIITs as a teaching faculty or as a research person or as a research analyst. So this is about the higher education scope in this branch. Then the third category is entrepreneurship. Now being a training and placement officer, मैंने देखा है कुछ हमारे students होते हैं, those who are very interested in self business setup. But you know, this is out of these three things, means your software job, means your job, if you are seeking for job, if you are seeking for higher study, and if you are seeking for entrepreneurship. The entrepreneurship is the most toughest work, but I recommend the people, those who are interested in that, to do it, because this requires a big vision, a very hard work, and a team through which you can lead and you can work. It's called entrepreneurship. बहुत कम लोग होते हैं जो इसमें इंटरेस्ट लेते हैं, बट इट्स अ वेरी गुड थिंग. अगर आप अपना कोई स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्री सेटअप करना चाहते हो, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ सम इलेक्ट्रॉनिक गुड्स, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मटेरियल्स लाइक PCB डिज़ाइन, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक के कंपोनेंट्स डिज़ाइन करना हो, डायोड्स, ट्रांजिस्टर्स, कैपेसिटर्स. So all these, the government will also give you some fundings. You will get a loan from the bank for doing your own business, doing your entrepreneurship. So that is also a very fruitful business and fruitful career option. So its option is always open for you. So these three things which I have told you is open for you. And see, again I'm telling, being an electronics and communication engineer, don't think that today the people are going or running behind only what? CSE and IT. It's your choice, it's your own interest. I'm not bounding you to choose any particular branch. सबसे पहले आप अपना interest देखिए, अपना choice देखिए. But what I'm telling you here is the hard work is required everywhere, and this electronics and communication engineering branch is, because see, when I was doing engineering, it was always been the first choice of the student, और आज भी students सबसे पहले इसी branch को choose करते हैं. But why? Because see, the people nowadays looking only for software jobs. Maximum mass people, they are looking कि भाई जैसे ही हमारा engineering खत्म हो, हमें एक अच्छा सा package का job मिल जाए, and it package must be of something 20 lakhs or 25 lakhs. So let me tell you, this is not the scenario. In coming days, there are a lot of electronic industries coming. Nanotechnology, invention of nanotechnology is getting developed day by day. You have the chip designing technologies, you have VLSI design technology, they are growing. And a lot of industries are now coming to India to develop their products and to sell their products, and that all based on electronics and communication engineering. So don't limit yourself only on software jobs, because after 4 or 5 years you will think कि यार सिनेरियो बदल रहा है, एंड डेफिनेटली इट विल बी गोइंग ऑन. आप अपने आप को ऑलराउंडर बनाइए. डोंट लिमिट योरसेल्फ टू अ पर्टिकुलर डायरेक्शन ओनली. ट्राई टू बिकम एन ऑलराउंडर. आप इस ब्रांच को चूज करेंगे तो आप खुद फील करेंगे कि यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ स्कोप्स, लॉट ऑफ ऑप्शन टू ग्रो. जब आप फाइनल ईयर में रहेंगे आपको खुद समझ में आएगा. यू हैव डिफरेंट इलेक्टिव कोर्सेज पढ़ने पे आपको पता चलेगा कि हमें कहाँ जाना है. डिपेंड्स ऑन योर इंटरेस्ट. यू कैन गो IoT, Internet of Things. If you want to go through computer science engineering with collaboration with electronics, you can go for IoT, you can go for machine learning devices and all those things. अगर आप robotics की तरफ जाना चाहते हैं, you want to make some robots, then you can use artificial intelligence, you can use mechatronics, and all various things are there which can tell you about means how to grow towards these branch. So when you study different courses, आप जब different courses पढ़ेंगे अपने आप आपको रास्ते पता चलते जाएंगे और आप खुद ही डिसाइड कर लेंगे कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स का इंजीनियरिंग के बाद मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ. ओके, सो जो कंपनीज आती हैं they also always prefer the EC people to work with them. And you know when we talk about salary packages, तो जैसे कि मैंने आप लोगों को बताया, experience is first important. Don't, as a beginner, as a fresher, don't think about salary. आप इनिशियली जब किसी कंपनी को ज्वाइन करते हो या कोई भी जॉब ज्वाइन करते हो, योर सैलरी विल बी लिटिल लेस. सैलरी आपकी बढ़ती है जैसे जैसे आपका एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ता है. ठीक है, एंड वंस यू ग्रो योर एक्सपीरियंस विल ग्रो एंड यू विल गो ऑन लाइक दिस. सो whatever be your branch, whatever be your ambitions, just do continuously hard work. और मेरा ये कहना ये रहेगा कि मैं, because I'm associated with this electronics and communication engineering branch, so I always prefer you to choose this branch because you will get the benefit of this branch when you will start studying this. Okay, and lastly, because now there are so many queries also which I have to face now, and here I would like to conclude my talk that what I told here today is about the branch of electronics and communication engineering, the scope and applications of electronics and communication engineering, what are the future advancements in jobs, in higher studies and in entrepreneurship. You can choose any of these as per your own interest, as per your own choice, and always do working hard. As I told you, that statement of survival of fittest one. You know that always I used to talk to my students. मैं हमेशा उनको समझाता रहता हूँ, जब भी bad situations आती हैं तो don't lose your temper. Just work, continuously working hard. मेहनत करते रहो, you will succeed. That is called the survival of the fittest. अगर आपने मेहनत करना एक जगह बंद कर दिया, आप रुक गए कहीं, success will get stopped over there, because luck always supports the hard-working people. And engineer is known to be what? An innovative person. इंजीनियर का मतलब यही होता है कि टू इन्वेंट न्यू थिंग्स दैट विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर द सोसाइटी एंड द कंट्री एज वेल. एंड यू नो, क्लासरूम टीचिंग, आप जब क्लासरूम में पढ़ोगे, जब इंजीनियरिंग करोगे, इन 4 सालों में आपके टीचर्स आपको जो भी पढ़ाएंगे, दैट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. क्लासरूम टीचिंग इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, बट टू मेक अ सक्सेसफुल करियर द क्लासरूम टीचिंग इज़ नॉट ओनली सफिशिएंट. क्लासरूम के बाहर भी आपको बहुत सी चीज़ें सीखनी होती हैं, बाय योर ओन इंटरेस्ट, बाय योर ओन थिंग. योर पर्सनैलिटी डेवलपमेंट इज ऑलवेज रिक्वायर्ड इन द कंपनीज. जब आप जाते हो कंपनीज में, इफ़ यू आर टेक्निकली वेरी गुड, आपने इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड कम्युनिकेशन के बहुत से अच्छे कॉन्सेप्ट्स के आंसर दिए, बट स्टिल इफ यू आर नॉट able to get selected, the reason is you have lost your temper or something, your communication was not good. So take care of all these things also. And being an electronics and communication engineer, just behave like a all-rounder, then you will get definitely selected. There is lot of scope in electronics and communication engineering. कंपनीज जब आती हैं, मैंने खुद देखा है अपने कॉलेज में, जब कंपनीज आती हैं, दे आस्क सिंपली द क्वेश्चंस. दे डोंट थिंक दैट आप किस ब्रांच से हैं, CS कंप्यूटर साइंस से हैं, या IT से हैं, या ECE से हैं. दे डोंट थिंक, दे आस्क ओनली द क्वेश्चंस. अगर आप आंसर दे पा रहे हैं, इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबली गिविंग दैम राइट आंसर, यू विल गेट सिलेक्टेड. सो डोंट थिंक कि CS IT ही एक ब्रांच है जहाँ पे मुझे जॉब मिल सकती है. नो, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. ECE is always an evergreen and versatile branch. शुरू से रही है, आज भी है और हमेशा रहेगी. And always just take the guidance from your elders, your senior persons. They will tell you about this branch. And with that, I'll conclude my talk. I'll stop my talk over here. So if any query, anything is here, I'm very happy to be able to answer this. Okay, so one question is there, very good question. What basically means electronics and telecommunication engineers do? So, see, electronics, you know what do you mean by electronics engineering? Electronics and communication engineering is nothing but it deals with the study of the design, development and fabrication of electrical and electronic machines. जैसे आप मोबाइल यूज़ करते हैं, मोबाइल के सॉफ्टवेयर्स डेवलप करने हैं आपको, तो दैट द सॉफ्टवेयर पार्ट ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स. अगर आपको हार्डवेयर डेवलप करना है, दैट मीन्स यू आर डिजाइनिंग दैट चिप. यू नो, देयर इज अ प्रोसेसर इनसाइड दैट मोबाइल एंड कंप्यूटर, हाउ इट वर्क्स, एंड देयर आर सो मेनी fabrication things like PCB chip designing. Then you need what type of resistors or inductors and capacitors are required there. So all these functions, all these works are there that an electronics and communication engineers are supposed to do. आप टेलीकम्युनिकेशन में जैसे जाते हैं तो यू हैव टू सपोज एंटीना डिज़ाइन करना है आपको. You are making some FM radio. So for that you need some antenna design, some circuitry design. So all these things an electronics engineers must know to do. So this requires lot of mathematics, lot of programming language, and lot of the basics of electronics, what you have already studied in physics, that is called semiconductor physics especially. So semiconductor physics and mathematics is the basis of electronics and telecommunication, and through that you can go on working in these electronic devices. So I hope Mr. Soni Mangla, you have got answer. One more question is there, how a student can start career in this field as researching if the student is not from technical background? Yes, see, this question you are talking about because you know, as I told, you are doing, if you want to be taken electronics and communication engineering, so you must have your schooling, your that higher secondary education in physics, chemistry and mathematics. So if you have good PCM percentage and if you have cleared your JEE mains and JEE advanced examination, so you can apply in any of these IITs, NITs, IITs or any government and private university, and then you can go on means like if you want to go some researching in some researching field, or you want to do some research oriented work, then definitely in your final year BTech project, you make some BTech projects, make some projects which is more innovative, and then go for great examination and do for AMTech and IITs and NITs, and you'll definitely get selected from there only, because a lot of this ISRO, BARC and DRDO, they directly contact these IITs and IITs and IIITs for the placement, and they will recruit you as a research analyst. So in electronics and communication engineering, there is a lot of scope of research, designing of antenna, how to increase the bandwidth of an antenna, how to increase the networking, because you know the networking field today, आज हम इस जो online mode में हम काम कर रहे हैं because of this COVID issue. So the first thing which is our network issue. Network issue, it all depends on your bandwidth and signaling, the strength of the signaling. So that is all the aspects of electronics and communication engineering. So it's a great research issue. You can go through this. Okay. And one more very good question: what is the demand of this career in today's time? See, as already I told you, for our society, for our country, we need to grow technically, and there is a lot of technical advancement in the future, and that is the demand to become. We have to make our India the most developed country of the India, and for that we need technical development, technological development. Okay. Mobiles जो हम यूज़ करते हैं, always we invent from. Why do we not invent from our own? हम हमेशा चाइना की चीज़ें आ रही हैं, and we use Samsung and all Japanese companies are giving us this and they are making their business. हम क्यों नहीं खुद बनाएं ये सब? And that is our mission, and that is the demand in this career, and that's why this electronics and communication engineering always a very versatile. So this is what actually the demand, and why we need to have more and more electronics engineers in future. What are the courses we can do for this career? See, courses, as you know, I already told you, BTech, if you do BTech in electronics and communication, after this आप अगर जो शॉर्ट टर्म कुछ कोर्सेज भी होते रहते हैं, इफ यू गो थ्रू लाइक Cisco, in Cisco you will have that CCNA computer networking course. If you are interested in networking, so you can go for that is called 1 year or 2 year diploma courses. Similarly Texas Instruments में भी कुछ ये लोग courses करवाते हैं जहाँ पे electronics component की means you know what that PCB design and soldering and all those things. So lot of VLSI design courses are there. So you can go through these courses, and this will tell you most of the experimental thing about electronics and communication engineering. And apart from that, if you look over research and other things, so better to go for AMTech and PhD. And you know, I already told you there are a lot of scope. You can switch over anywhere from electronics and communication engineering wherever you want. If you want to go for software, you want to go for mechanical engineering, you want to go for civil engineering, you can switch your branch from electronics and communication engineering. So that gives you that platform, actually the basic things actually. Okay, one question is there, very good. What do you think is better, CS engineer or electronics engineer? Ma'am, one more thing, मैंने अभी जैसे कि बताया, I'm not comparing the two. Both are good, both are better. लेकिन मैंने ये बताया यूटिलिटी, बस CS engineers are focused only on software programming, software development. अगर आप उनसे कहें कि let's do some hardware jobs, so they are not interested, और उनको बनेगा भी नहीं. Why? Because in their entire 4 years course they learn only programming. But electronics people learn both the things. They learn programming, they learn hardware electronics, they learn networking, they learn communication devices, they learn biomedical instrumentation, they learn IoT, they learn artificial intelligence, they learn robotics. So in that aspect, I would say electronics is much better, because I feel this. I am teaching to my students. I studied in my own time. My BTech is in electronics and communication engineering, and my MTech is in software systems, and my PhD is in digital signal processing. So always I'm getting the advantage of that when I apply for any job or anything like that. So you'll get opportunity, equal opportunity from all these different streams. But CSE people are only confined to that particular profession only. That is what the software testing, software development and programming language, nothing else. So that is one thing. And So what are the skills required to succeed in the career? See, the common skills I've already told you. Work hard. Don't lose your temper. Don't have the habit of giving up. Don't have the habit of mugging up. रटने वाला काम छोड़ दीजिए, समझ के करिए, conceptually पढ़िए and always trying working hard. ये नहीं कि एक एग्जाम दिया नहीं हुआ छोड़ दिया. आप ट्राई करते रहिए, ट्राई करते रहिए, you will get succeed definitely. Lot of examples are there. अगर आप एग्जाम्पल देखें कई एग्जाम्पल्स मिलते हैं, so you can go through that. Okay, so I'll go through these questions and I'm very thankful to you for all these comments and queries. But now because of this time constraints, I'm going to close this because it is the limit of 1 hour only. So I'm very thankful to this Shashi Foundation group for giving me this opportunity to interact with you, and I'm always been here to help you anytime. You can contact me and you can get my details to the Facebook and Instagram and even in the from Google also. So thank you so much. Thank you very much and all the best.